Alright YouTube, it's your boy Alex Trains Chess back here for another video. This is going to be part number 11 of the injury progress updates. I just took the measurements. I'll put those up in a second, but today I'm a little bit extra excited because what I wanted to share with you is 2 exercises that I've been doing for rehabilitation of my injury that have been absolutely essential and helpful in my recovery. And so hopefully if you guys do these 2 exercises and you guys have a similar or the same issue, hopefully they'll help you out. I'm not a doctor or a PT, but in my opinion these have helped me, so maybe you can give them a try. So I got something in the mail yesterday. So I got these Let's Fit resistance bands, and as you can see they come in this nice little envelope. And they've got this cute little fitness girl here on the front to show you that they work, apparently. So inside here, I actually got 2 packs of these, and I brought one to the gym, brought 1 pack to the gym today to use there. But if you take the contents of the package out, they give you this nice little nylon carrying case right here. And then here are all the resistance bands that come with this. There's extra light, light, medium, heavy, and extra heavy. And by the way, these come in a ton of different colors, and they're only like 12 bucks or something off Amazon, so maybe I'll throw a little picture up to show you guys. So anyway, I'm going to demo 2 exercises for you guys really fast. And I think what I'll do is actually, let's go through the measurements, and then if you guys are interested, at the end of the video, I will show the 2 exercises that I've been doing. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a license for this screencasting software that I was talking about yesterday. And I'm going to screencast, and I want to show you guys a little trip down biomechanical engineering lane. And I want to tell you guys a little bit about why these particular exercises help me, and I guess maybe some of my theories behind why they work so well. So anyway, let's get to the measurements. So jumping right into the standing hinge test, started off at 29.5 and going down, struggling a little bit, but still going. And then I'm going to stop here at 19. So something not that chill just happened. Basically that's going to be a half-inch setback from yesterday. So do I even lift? Maybe. But actually I did lift today. Trained triceps and did some pull-ups, and obviously did some rehab exercises that my friend called Kegels. Anyway, so that was the lay down raise test. And actually here, got to a height of 18 inches for 27 degrees. So, I mean, fuck yeah, that's fucking awesome. I was really surprised by that. And now we're just going to go right into the stability test. This is the good side, obviously. I'm having no problem with it. Now we're going to switch over to the bad side, and I actually had to film this a couple times because I kept accidentally going up like on the wrong foot and the wrong leg, but here we go. You can obviously see me struggling a little bit. Just a few more seconds. Oh, can barely make it, but got it. Awesome. So that'll conclude the test. All right, what is up, guys? So here we are on the screencast. And I just wanted to show you guys, or share with you guys, like a little bit of perspective on some of the biomechanics of what I think are driving my injury, and why these particular exercises that I'm about to show you I think are like a very good benefit for this particular injury. So in my case, we want to look for the glutes. And the first image that comes up right here is actually a really nice detail showing kind of what I want to talk to you guys about here. Basically, if we look at the left-hand side of this image, we can see the glute maximus right here, which is a really big muscle, and that's covering a bunch of stuff. And if we go over to the right-hand side, you can see that the glute maximus has been cut away, so it would normally be covering all this stuff. And underneath here, we can see the glute minimus and the piriformis, and then there's also this cluster of muscles right here that connect to what I believe is called the sacroiliac joint right here, and then they connect to the femur. So the injury that I have, I'm pretty confident, and so is the opinion of my doctor.
that I have an issue where this muscle right here, the piriformis, is inflamed. Now, what's not shown in this picture is the sciatic nerve, which runs on the front part of this bone right here, which is called the coccyx, and it kind of comes through this. You can see the gap right there, but there's more of a gap that's under the piriformis, and the sciatic nerve comes out here and goes around these muscles and then goes down the leg. Now, the piriformis connects from the femur to this bone right here, which is called the coccyx, which I think I mentioned. And what happens is this muscle gets inflamed or goes into a spasm or something like that, and it pinches on the nerve. And essentially what that means is it really, really hurts. The two exercises that I'm going to demo are exercises that allow you to kind of focus in on not just the piriformis, but kind of this muscle group right here. Now, in order to focus in on this muscle group, we kind of need to understand the function of it. I can basically see that it's basically like a rope tension element that's connected to the outside of a shaft, that shaft being my femur. So I can see that this muscle, in addition to these muscles, are probably responsible for rotating the leg about this particular axis, or really an axis, even if the femur wasn't pointed straight down, even if it was going kind of in and out of the page, you can see that these muscles are kind of responsible for rotating the hip out. So the two exercises I'm going to demonstrate, basically, the first one is going to be, I will have a band wrapped around my knees and I'll be in the seated position. So this will be a position where the femur right here is kind of going in and out of the page. And basically I'm going to step out with my feet and back, and out with the other foot and back. And this mimics kind of, I can't remember if it's adduction or abduction, whichever one is going out, but you've seen those machines in the gym where there's like pads on either side of your knees and you either push out or you have to pull in against the pads. Well, we're trying to replicate the pushing out motion. So the second function of these muscles is obviously going to be to help in general stabilize the sacroiliac joint and the motion of the femur relative to the pelvis right here. And so the second exercise that I'm going to demo for you guys is a little bit more of a controlled stability exercise, and it's really straightforward. Basically, we're going to be in the standing position, and then I'm just basically going to have the band wrapped around my ankles, and I'm going to step out to one side and control the motion back in, step out, control it, and go back the other way. And I have found that when I do that exercise, I really feel a good pump here in the glute medius, the glute minimus, and I just generally feel that the soreness in this area gets activated a little bit, but in a good way, in a way it feels like it's getting worked. I'm working the stabilization characteristics of these muscles and stuff like that. So I know this was kind of like a long-winded explanation, but obviously I really like talking about engineering related stuff, and it doesn't matter if it's a bridge or it's an airplane wing or it's a building or whatever. Everything around us is made out of structures, and being kind of a structural engineer that I am, I really like exploring this stuff and seeing what muscles are responsible for. So with that, I'll demo the exercise for you guys.
All right, guys, so I've got the medium band right here, and I'm going to demonstrate the first exercise.
So you take the band and you put it a little bit above knee height, and you can use a bench, or in this case I'm using a chair if you're at home. Make sure your back is relatively straight, get into a dip position, and then basically you're going to step out and rotate your hip out on either side, back and forth. This particular exercise activates the femoral rotation, hip rotation axis of the piriformis and other muscles.
All right, guys, so exercise number 2 on this one, I've got the same band. Basically what I'm going to do is slide it down to my ankles, down here like this. And these are really simple exercises. Basically, I'm going to step out to one side, bring it in, step out to the other side, bring it in, and back the other way. Now, one technique that I like to employ on this exercise is, let's say I go out this way with my right leg. When I go to bring my left leg in, I'm going to try to control it as I come in. Similarly, if I step with my left leg out this way, I'm going to control my right leg as I bring it in. Now for me, my right leg is my injured leg, and controlling that that contraction of the band, for me, really targets my glute medius and kind of the area where my piriformis is. Now, the second technique that you can employ on this exercise is after you've done it statically a couple ways, what I like to try and do is do a little explosive movement with it. A little explosive, so I'm deliberately stepping out and I'm trying to kind of explode against the movement of the band. All right, guys, so those are the two exercises that have been absolutely essential for me rehabbing my injury. And the nice thing about those, again, is you can do them at home. All you need is a resistance band. You know, this little pack that I picked up is 12 bucks, and it's not like you need to get, you know, crazy like 100-pound resistance bands. These are pretty light. They still do the trick. I still feel the contraction where I want to, so that's good. And I hope you guys liked the kind of like biomechanical explanation of why these particular exercises might help you with an injury like I have. So there's more of that to come, and it might be boring to some of you guys, but whether you like it or not, I'm having a lot of fun putting out these videos, so I'm just going to keep doing it. So anyway, Alex Trains Chest, checking on out.